up, everyone? This is SojuTalk, your weekly shot of K-pop. We're coming at you with a super spicy episode 225, and we're recording on February 20th, 2023. I'm Doug, and joining me today, we got Warren.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
And Anita.
Hello.
As a quick reminder, check out SojuTalk on your favorite podcast platform, sub to us on YouTube, and join the SojuTalk Discord and be a part of the nation. Links down below. Okay, the only announcement we have is all three of us have life stuff next Monday. So we're going to be skipping a week, and we'll be back in 2 weeks on the March 7th. It will be our next episode after this one.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm moving. I move like every year at this point during this time of the year. Yeah.
Coming up.
I have a family commitment and Anita has a hobby commitment. So it all kind of lined up on the same weekend. So it is what it is. Additionally, it's not like any of the songs then are like too crazy.
That's a big part of it.
Yeah. So we'll be skipping a week. But this week we are not skipping because we are here. It'd be very awkward if we just did that and then left. So three releases this week. A little bit surprising, some of the choices here. But, the Gochu Gang, our patron chose them. First one is STAYC with Teddy Bear. Second one, Try B with We Are Young. And the third one is Purple Kiss with Sweet Juice. Okay, the first one is STAYC with Teddy Bear. They are from High Up. Last three songs, Beautiful Monster, Run to You, and Stereotype. This is a very catchy song, right?
It is.
I've been listening to it since it came out 6 days ago. I probably listened to it about like 30 times, 40 times. Wow. I've been listening to it when I'm sitting at my desk doing some work and all that stuff. Filed my taxes, got that done already.
Wow, look at you. Not procrastinating.
That being said, this is on the lower end of the STAYC songs for me. I'm just going to be honest.
Yeah.
Did they not go down, Anita?
It did not go down.
Anita, dude, the song came out and we posted it, and then Warren was like, "Man, I don't know how I feel about this," and Anita was like, "It did not go down."
It did not go down.
I was like, "God damn, Anita."
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. I had high expectations.
Of course.
Way back from in November of last year, because they had released a Japanese single called Poppy.
Poppy.
I love that
Poppy's
song.
a bop. Yo.
It's a bop.
Man.
And you know what? They redid it, right? Like a couple weeks prior to this. They released a Korean version. It's still pretty good. They did some changes here and there. So, but I was still like hopeful. Oh, maybe we'll carry out with this sound, because they're obviously like they're promoting it with this song too. That's the B-side. But this is very different than Poppy. This is, I don't know what to call this type of sound. Like, it sounds a little retro in a way. Maybe in the melody in the chorus. But it's very, I think we mentioned it before recording, it was very safe. Nothing super outstanding here.
If I have to give a name to this aesthetic, a label, if you will, I'm gonna call it Disney Channel.
I was saying Disney Channel, a little bit of early Twice, maybe some like Katy Perry from back in the day.
Katy Perry,
right, all that, yeah.
I was actually thinking something in the chorus melody reminded me of Starships. Do you know that song? I think
really?
Nicki Minaj.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't see it at all. But okay.
No? I don't know. Maybe it's also the sound in a way that makes it feel like early 2010s.
I think a big part of it is that like Nicki's visuals are like so different from STAYC.
Yeah.
Not the visuals.
No, I know what you mean, but like I just can't detach like Nicki's look. I don't know. Yeah, this is a very safe pop. The melody feels very much early 2010s K-pop as well. There's a bit of hip hop rhythm thrown in. If you look at the second verse of it in particular, it leans heavily into rapping all of a sudden. I think this is the first time I'm hearing Shion rap, at least on the title track.
Right, yeah.
There's these hip hop synth hits, the bang sounds, that we talked about a couple times. It seems like that's one of the trendy instruments to use in K-pop nowadays. Is it anything to do with the hip hop trend right now? Kind of, yes. But that part just felt kind of shoehorned in, and it really broke all of the flow in and out of that whole section, especially because of, I think it was Yoon's autotune.
No, Jay.
Sorry, Jay's autotune.
Can we not auto-tune Jay, please? Like, that was the biggest low light for me.
I think
honestly.
At this point we have like a 33% success rate with the Jay autotune, where like the first time they did it on Poppy, it was fuego. The second time they did it in the Korean version of Poppy, I was like, I don't know about this. This one, I'm like, we're having too much fun with the autotune player here. I don't know. On the other hand, I thought the intro was really cool, and that's why for me it was a bit of a downhill ride, because the intro hits with all of these cool funk guitars, bang 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 bang, that whole thing. And then the verse itself feels very rhythmatic, and that was really, really fun. But to me, what was really weak was the chorus, feeling a little too much like Disney.
It feels like a Wreck-It Ralph song.
Yeah, I see that too. Yeah,
that's what this is. I was thinking Powderpuff Girls earlier, but no, Wreck-It Ralph is more appropriate. This could have been in like a one of the scenes in Wreck-It Ralph while they're flying through a city and they see all these little scenes and stuff, like a montage portion. They could play this song and it completely fit in.
Which is okay.
It's okay. It's not a bad song.
It's not bad.
It's just not a great song at the same time. And I think it's a very addicting song. I listen to it all the time. It's stuck in my head. I'm doing this stuff all over the place. But like, it's like what could have been, you know?
That's the thing. I feel like as a person who has kept up with all of their releases, right, since debut, you know, like what they're capable of. So I don't know.
Anita,
the expectation is high.
I hope you're keeping up with all of their releases as well as the other K-pop artists. We have a podcast where we talk about everything.
I am.
No, like I want STAYC to do so well. Like, you know, they're like a top 3 favorite group for me, right? But like this one just don't hit too hard. Here's the problem.
I think the issue is that we have very high expectations for STAYC because
100% because it's Black Eyed Peas. Like,
right,
we know what he's capable. We know what they're capable of.
Their sound has been so unique yet addicting. Yet it worked. All of it worked so well up until this point. Beautiful Monster was where we were like, okay, this is a bit of an experiment.
I like that one a little bit more than you guys did. Yep.
I liked it too. Just, you know, maybe not as much as Poppy or ASAP or, you know, or So Bad.
Stereotype.
Yeah. I don't know. With this track, I'm feeling like the magic is a little bit missing, you know? You know what I mean? Like I could imagine this being like a ITZY title track, for instance, especially because I see a lot of similarities between this one and Sneakers that we did pretty recently for that group.
Okay.
Fair, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I don't know. It's where the STAYC magic is. I hope it's still there somewhere. It's just, I hope they
think it is.
Put it away for now.
It's there. Like they have good producers. They have incredible singing voices. We just need to put it all together again. The concept of the music video is like they're magical anime girls or something, right? There's like
high production value.
There's a bus expansion at one point, right?
Yeah.
That happens.
That's pretty cool.
That's kind of cool. That was a cool scene. I don't know. That was my favorite scene. You know, dude, have you ever been on the bus and almost gotten squashed by people? Like it happens.
Oh yes.
You know,
that's when you expand the bus every time you ride the bus, you know, and then you have to.
That's true.
You have to dance to make up for the large bus size.
You know what's the worst part of like New York City subways and stuff? When they put the random bars in between the seats, so it's like 2 people sit in this zone, people sit in the zone, and it always ends up like uncomfortable for everyone, right?
It's very crowded for no reason. I don't really comment a lot on like what they were wearing, but like that bear ski mask,
Did you like it?
Yeah, no, that was great.
No, I thought that was cool. They had a lot of it in the promo stuff too.
Yeah, I know.
I was expecting kind of like harder hitting, you know?
See,
I thought they were gonna have a robber concept or something, right? Yeah, I don't know.
I straight up thought they're just gonna show up in like Nike Tech Fleece and start like drill rapping all of a sudden. You know what I mean?
Oh, that would have been amazing
Yeah,
if they had.
Go full on Ice Spice all of a sudden. Like, I couldn't imagine Stacey doing that.
Instead we got a bear with abs in the form of bread, right? Like,
In the form of bread.
that's what. Yeah, dude. If you look, there's like a bang that has abs.
Bulked.
It's a bulk bear bang. I don't know. It's at 52 seconds, Warren. It's kind of creepy.
You can't
actually.
miss it.
You can't miss it. It's kind of ridiculous.
Okay, that's okay. I didn't realize those are abs. I thought they're just like fillings, you know, for
No,
custard
those
cream.
are abs. Those are abs. And then Isa decides to eat the bread there. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
So that happens.
good
But,
on her.
you know, it really feels like they just played it really safe with this one. And that's not saying it's a bad song. It's just for a group like STAYC, we have such high expectations because we're comparing them to New Jeans. We compare them to LE SSERAFIM. We compare them to aespa. You know,
Competition
because
is
they're in
high.
that echelon of the younger girl groups.
Mm,
And I don't
Ive?
know.
man.
Ive as well.
It's like how Chelsea's doing in the Premier League right now. You know, like they're doing really really well the last couple of years. I don't know what happened, but this recent change up not working out incredibly well. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, if you also look at the charting of their title tracks, so Bad was 159. You know, it's a debut track. What are you gonna do? ASAP was 9th, Stereotype 27th, Run to You 4th, Beautiful Monster 44th. You know, so we have some ebbs and flows there.
I guess the logic behind this could have been like Beautiful Monster is like very not pop friendly, so they wanted to lean very pop friendly into this one. Maybe that was the logic behind it. I don't know. I just think
that would make sense. Yeah.
But I feel like the STAYC magic is that they're like balancing both sides really, really well. I always felt like that's the STAYC magic. They're able to do very unique takes on what is a general public friendly popular sound. And the last couple times with these tracks, it feels like they kind of leaned hard into either side. Where Poppy, on the other hand, is
Perfect.
Yeah, Poppy was
love
Poppy. Poppy in Japanese is like a S tier song. That's like
That's
oof.
yeah.
great song.
Okay. STAYC girls, hopefully next time it really goes down for Anita, you know. That is our coverage of Teddy Bear. Next song, Try B, We Are Young. I do not believe we have covered them before on the podcast. They had gotten close a couple times in the voting, but I do not believe we have covered them. They are from TR Entertainment and Universal Music Group, so they do have a decent sized backing. Their last 3 songs were Kiss, Would You Run, and Rub-a-Dum. I listened to some of them beforehand to get a little flavor of Try B. How do we feel about We Are Young though? I think it's a very like pop rock positive direction. It sounds a little bit dated, I would say. But it is carrying a lot of the high energy vibes, maybe similar to some of the Yena tracks we've been getting lately, something like that.
I can see that. Like visually too, it feels very much in that
Yes.
kind of direction. It doesn't feel out of time. It doesn't feel dated per se, but it does lean heavier into what Shinsadong Horengi is good at. He's one of the producers on the song / the group in general.
If Black Eyed Pilsung has STAYC, Shinsadong, Tiger has Try B, but that's essentially.
And for those of the younger folks who don't know who that guy is, he was very, very popular as a producer in the early 2010s, late 2000s. He worked with a lot of Tiara. That was a huge huge series of successes that they had together. That being said, this track follows, I don't know, a very melodic chorus that I feel like is not really seen in K-pop anymore. Yeah, and I kind of like that too. It feels almost refreshing because you haven't had it in a while, I'll be honest.
Right.
Yeah. I'm glad I'm not the only one that felt that way. Yeah?
No. I definitely didn't look into the producer beforehand, but I did get those late 2000s, early 2010 vibes, and it makes total sense now knowing that that's kind of like his production background. I don't know. I feel like something about the melody of the chorus kind of takes it a little bit further than just like a pop rock sound. I don't know. I just felt like it worked really well with like the vibe they were going for. Visually though, we mentioned that it kind of leans into the more maximist look, and I feel like it's kind of trending now to, especially for girl groups, to go like all out into styling, like a lot of layers, a lot of
vibrant
accessories.
colors. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shiny colors too.
Yeah. So I don't know. I was a little confused because I didn't think the sound itself was super like bright hype in that way. So I feel like it could have been a little toned down visually, and it would have still worked.
Would you? Okay, quick question. Would you prefer the sound also matches the maximal vibe, or would you rather have the music video tone it down a little bit?
I kind of wanted it to be a little toned down a bit because I feel like I liked the sound that they were going for here. Like we mentioned, it's not as seen nowadays. So I feel like to match that, it would have been like a little bit more in line with that sound, instead of trying to go all the way out with the outfits did. But I kind of understand why. I understand why it's trending right now, and I guess it added the hype to the song visually, if not musically. Just my personal.
I do wonder, right? I still haven't let this go. What if Tribe had more of a hyper pop-esque comeback here to match the visuals?
We're still waiting for a group to do that, aren't we?
It's not over yet. I'm still dreaming.
Who's the closest? Billy?
Billy Espa? Yeah. I mean, they actually done something closer to hype hop. Yeah.
Yeah.
At this point, I've kind of given up.
I've turned around on Billy lately.
Oh.
I'm kind of into Billy these days.
Okay. In what way?
I don't know. I watched all the Suki chick cams, and I kind of like the group.
Bro, you're late to the game.
I know I'm really late with that, but I just did recently, and I was like, well, they're good now.
Now you see.
I get the magic now. I get it. I get it. I also want to say I turned around on the Key song too. I kind of get it now.
Don't spoil your go-to chart yet. That's a whole section later. Give it.
No, not enough to put him on the chart, but I kind of like the Key song now as well. Yeah, I turned around on that one. This We Are Young though, it's like I feel like the music video kind of makes sense because they're just trying to say like, you know, we're young, we're wild, we're having a good time, yada yada yada. There was one part where they had a lot of sign language choreography. Warren thought they were throwing up gang signs throughout or something. He was not aware of the sign language until I said, dude, they're doing sign language. He's like, oh, okay, that makes sense.
I sincerely apologize to the members of the American Sign Language Association and the Accessibility Allies.
Well, it might not be American Sign Language because they might be doing Korean Sign Language. But no, they were phonetically spelling out the words via letters. So I don't think they were doing anything.
All I saw was the pinky and the index finger and the thumbs up. And I was like, oh, that's like, it's Highlight Records, you know? Like, oh, okay, you know.
Yeah, because one part, like 2 minutes in, they start spelling out words and they're signing all the words. So I've never seen... Has there ever been another instance of sign language K-pop choreography? Let us know if you know another one.
I think 17 did, like very, very briefly in one of their songs.
Ooh, interesting.
I think Pretty You? Yepuda? I think that's the one.
Yepuda had sign language choreo?
Warren thought it was more gang signs, right?
I think so. Fact check me, but I think that's the one.
Again, I apologize to the members of the Worldwide Sign Language Association members. I should have known.
Way to make it awkward. Yes.
Oh, you kept bringing it up. It's not my fault.
But it was nice. I think the song was pretty nice. I think include that as well.
Yeah, no, I think the song was nice. Overall, it did feel like a nice package. It wasn't particular. It feels like they're playing it a little safe. Doesn't feel like we're leaning too heavily into a trend or anything too unique here. And this is one of those songs where I worry about how I remember this song, if at all, in 4 weeks or 6 weeks or 8 weeks. But for the moment, I'm not skipping it when it comes on. You know what I mean? So,
I mean, this is if you listen to their last song, "Kiss," which came out about 6 months ago, this is completely different than that song.
Is it?
Oh,
what was Kiss like?
It's hard to describe. It's like it's a non-singing chorus where there's just like a drop, like there's a hard drop and a lot of hip gyrating. Like, yeah, it's very different than this one.
I'm looking at the press release. It says dance hall with a unique theme line that sounds
Yeah.
Kiss.
Yeah. It's a very different song than this concept. And I saw a couple
I
people
think I'm
talking
gonna
about that in the comment
it out.
section.
Okay, interesting.
This is a lot more, I would say, stereotypical upbeat K-pop sound. I don't know. I'm not a. If you're a Tri-B fan, let us know which concept you prefer. What concept do you want them to do? I am
Yeah.
not qualified to be speaking on that. But they are now on my radar. I kind of like the kids in this group. I thought they had interesting looks going on.
Yeah, let's
They
cover
had,
on more.
Good energy. And they're getting a lot of views. That's what I noticed too. 22 million in 6 days.
noticed.
It's impressive.
Oh shoot! Wow, that's a big boy number.
Yes. I don't think we got much more to say about Tri-B. We Are Young, right? No? No?
We're good.
Going once, going twice, sold. The final song we are talking about this week is SojuTalk Nation favorite, Purple Kiss. If y'all don't know, we have a gigantic Purple Kiss contingency on the Discord server. Like, it's such a big contingency that I am always confused if it is representative of the K-pop community as a whole, right? I always question it. That being said, Purple Kiss is doing decently well, so we're not gonna hate on them. They are from RBW. Their last 3 songs were Nerdy. I remember that one. Meme. I remember that one. Zombie. So we've covered like all of those ones, and they are back with Sweet Juice. I like the name of this song. Number one, I just like saying the word juice. You know, something about it.
like that.
Juice. You know, Juice World, right? Yeah. So we have here's Sweet Juice. It's a very sultry song, right?
Ooh.
Like it's kind of sexy. This one.
It's true to them.
Yes, they have a little bit of a horror concept going on in some of their songs.
Sneaky vibe.
Pretty much all of their songs. Yeah, that's been their thing.
Yeah, they do a little bit of horrorcore, but this is not as much horrorcore that you typically see. This is more just like sexy but scary, right? I don't know how to describe it. I heard Warren, you enjoyed this one, right?
I did. Yeah.
Let us know why.
I don't know. It feels like they've done horrorcore or like scary concepts up until this point. This feels the least campy out of all of them, which
That's what it is.
Yeah.
That is so true.
Like,
that is so true.
Up until this point, they were like, "Oh, we're kind of scary, but we're also kind of cute at the same time." You know, it's like, and that's cool. That's this feels a lot more committed to one sound, and I feel like now we have all this room to kind of explore that concept, the whole horrorcore jig, and they're not fully leaning into just we're scary per se, where I feel very bad about calling it horrorcore because it really isn't.
It is not.
But the aesthetic is there. And it really gives room for like certain vocalists to really shine, right? Like up until this point, we've talked a lot about Cohen. She's good, whatever.
She's great. She's great.
Yeah, I didn't mean to say whatever. What I'm saying is we all know she's good. But who I didn't know was very interesting was Suwon.
Suwon. Yes.
Holy Lord, she is good at this
Her
concept.
tone was really nice.
Ooh, it was so good. It was so good for this song. Like I heard her come on, I was like, who is this hidden gem?
Oh, this girl. Yes. No, she's good at this.
She was good.
Yes.
Like her tone is like
She's
so
good.
husky and like so like rough and
Reflected very
smooth
well.
at the same time. Yeah, it was so good. And then she was paired up a lot with Dosi. I don't know how to say her name in English. Dosi. I don't know, but it was a pretty strong contrast where like she has more of a clearer voice tone and it brings out the better of each other. And I feel like that was really, really well planned. I don't know. I'm sure they planned it out. I doubt it was a coincidence. Another thing I noticed about the production is that it's, for the most part, it's pretty minimal, right?
Very minimal.
Right. The bass,
I think.
the verses for the most part is like a couple instruments to set the chord, the bass, and then this drum has this like clicking noise snare to it, like a kind of
Yes. No, you're right. You're right.
Like it's kind of creepy, yet it still retains that kind of like we're not just scary kind of concept. There's this level of duality that we've seen throughout their songs, and it's still here as well. And I feel like that was really, really cool because that's not something I expected at all. It felt more like unconventional choice that works really, really well, and I will always welcome that. Because the rest of the song really works well, especially when the strings come in to like just play. I was like, dang, like I don't know. We don't have like a fancy transition. We don't have a fancy bridge. We don't have a fancy drop, but all of it makes sense.
I feel like it can be a good thing or a bad thing. I wouldn't say that it was necessarily bad all throughout, but I did notice that because all of the transitions are quite subtle, right? Like it's not anything that is telling you like, okay, here's the chorus, like this is where it starts, or like we're going on to a different part. It felt like it to me after a certain point. I was like, oh, the song is starting to feel a little long. And I don't want to say it was repetitive, but I did feel like since it's so subtle and there's not a huge indicator of like what section you're in, right? Like it's coming and going very like easily between.
It's pretty restrained.
parts.
Yeah.
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 I
Okay.
feel like to me at a certain point I was like, oh, this kind of feels a little long. But I also like I mean I wouldn't want them to add like too much because I think that's what makes it work.
You know what
So
it
I don't
is?
know if there's
You know
a
what
little
it is,
bit.
Anita.
What?
You are used to being handheld through songs. That's what it is. That's what it is.
Maybe
You
that's what's the norm.
You have
the
your
pop.
senses have been desensitized because you have been watching Michael Bay movies with explosions every week. And this
I'm
one,
not, but
this one is the movie without the explosions, and it's a little more like, melodic overall. And it's people are suddenly
it
like,
is.
oh, it's boring. Blah, 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 blah. No, it's not. The transitions are there. I understand your point though. It does feel a little more B-sidey than the other two tracks we talked about today.
Well, one thing we gotta point out here is that Warren typically does not RBW songs. He likes an RBW song.
oh,
This is
And I
very
think
rare.
I remember when Purple Kiss was in the pre-debut and the early debut, we had all said like, how are they going to differentiate this group from Mamamoo, who's a vocal-heavy group, right? This is also a vocal-heavy group. There is not one trace of any more comparing this track. It does not sound like any Mamamoo track we've heard. So I think they're doing a good job of that, establishing the brand here. I like this route they're going on. I think that the campiness was holding them back potentially.
I really hate doing this, but I'm going through their previous discography, and I think this is the first track they're working with outside producers and not Kim Do-hoon.
Is that what it is? Oh my goodness.
Oh man, I'm sorry. I feel bad for the guy. I just don't get along with him apparently.
Yeah, dude, that's like your most not even hated, but most criticized producer in K-pop.
I might like
right?
Teddy more than Kim Do-hoon. I'll be honest.
wow.
Oh
Okay.
wait, no, Panzona doesn't have Kim Do-hoon on it. I'm gonna have to go. listen to that
Tanzania,
again.
Tanzania, dude.
No.
Panzona.
Ponzona. Ponzona, yeah.
Was that the debut?
I don't think it was their debut per se.
It was the third.
Oh no, that's their debut.
No, it was
That's
the
their
debut. It was
Yeah.
the debut.
Yeah.
They also lost a member between this one and the
Oh,
last
right.
song, Nerdy, and this one.
Oh, no.
Jian left the group because of poor health and anxiety, so it is now a sixth
Oh
member.
man.
Oh
By
no.
the way,
Hopefully she's doing better.
let me listen to this Tanzania thing real quick to make sure if I remember this one. I
What do you mean
probably do.
Tanzania? That sounds like a fake country. It's like, oh, next to Wakanda is Tanzania.
Yeah, I'm adding letters.
Yeah, where
what
did
am
the I come from?
I come from?
It's called
Oh, this
Panzona.
one. I remember liking the song.
Does
yes.
it? Does it also feel campy? I can't listen to it because I'm recording.
No, there's no camp in this
See-
one.
돈형.
This is
Young?
also pretty. This is also pretty sultry too.
Okay. I'm blaming it solely on the Kim Do-hoon guy. I'm sorry. Like, lovely lad. I'm sure he
Oh
knows
yeah,
what he's doing.
and
but
there was like a Billie Eilish thing going on too in this one. I remember
Oh, yeah,
this.
they've done that before.
yeah,
Yes,
they're pulling
okay.
from that a lot, especially with this track too. But
I like the path they're on. I think this is good for Purple Kiss. This is a good track for them. Overall, satisfied by this one for sure.
you know what track Kim Do-hoon worked on with IU?
Which one?
Marshmallow.
Oh my! Well, I like Marshmallow, but that's just because I'm biased to like it.
See, this is
so.
my that's like my least favorite IU track.
Marshmallow. Na, 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 na.
I'm like looking at his discography. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, but that's a legendary IU song, dude.
There's better IU songs out there. I don't know.
I have been debating: am I more of an IU fan or a Taeyeon fan lately? It's been happening in my head. Just letting you know.
Why do they gotta compete?
Because you got everything. Everything is ranked. If your parents have more than one sibling, your parents have a ranking for you. Just want to let you know that.
That's not true.
Similar into my K-pop groups, I have a ranking as well. So just wanted to throw that out there. But that covers all the songs this week. The other songs we have: On and Off Hyojin released Love Things, Just Be released MBTI featuring Alexa, TNX released Love or Die. AB6's Woojin released Self Portrait featuring Kim Jae-hwan. So that was like a mini 101 reunion there.
Reunion, yeah.
Brave Girls released Goodbye. So they, if you guys didn't hear the news, they disbanded. So we will talk about that a little in the news section. Elast released Thrill, and then the song that I was surprised we did not get to cover today is The Boys Roar.
Great music video. It's amazing.
I don't know, but like it literally only got one vote in the vote we had
I was
on the
very
server.
surprised.
Shout out to Therese. She was holding it down for The Boys.
Real one
And
right there.
I was just confused because I thought The Boys was like a upper mid tier, lower high tier boy group, right? At least that's my opinion.
Right.
So I don't know. It is what it is, though. Let us know what you think of Roar if you listen to it. But we are now going to move on to the next segment. Spice King. Last week, Triple S Rising picked up their first crown. Second place, 17 BSS with Fighting, and third place was Twice Moonlight Sunrise. The new candidates are STAYC Teddy Bear, Try B, We Are Young, Purple Kiss, Sweet Juice. I have a chart this week. I was conflicted because I thought all of the songs this week were above average but not spectacular. The song that I did think was really above average and is actually a great song, I have Triple S Rising sitting in first place again.
Whoa,
Nice.
Okay.
Let's
Second
go.
place, I'm gonna switch it right now.
Oh?
Second place, I have Purple Kiss now.
Okay.
What?
And in
Okay.
third place, I have 17 with Fighting.
Okay.
That is my
Wow.
chart. I switched
Good chart, good chart.
Purple Kiss and STAYC, by the way. Yes.
Oh man, I'm glad it convinced you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, I'll
Wow.
start with my number one. I still have 17 PSS.
Ooh.
I've just been really.
It's a great
liking-
song.
It's a great vibe. I love the energy and the performances. I've been watching a lot of the live stages. It's really fun.
It's one of those songs where it feels like the whole K-pop community is involved. They've been
Yeah.
filming their TikToks with like literally everyone.
Yes.
They're even reenacting like funny moments throughout their like there was back in the day Busungwan had a really awkward moment with some of the Twice members where
Whoa.
they were like
Yes.
next to each other and he had noticed that they had been coming back around the same time for the last like 3 songs. So he went over to them and he said, "Man, we've been coming back together so often. Maybe our companies should talk." And he said it as a joke, but they didn't take it as a joke. They thought it was very awkward. So they referenced that in their TikTok together. Like they are referencing like
Aw.
yeah, a lot of things.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So Anita, that was your first place song. What is your
First
second place one?
Also did not change from last week. Triple S.
Good song. Good song.
Rising. I feel like I'm still having some doubts in the live performances, but overall I think the song is really cool. I'm looking forward to other stuff they do. I've been listening to some of their B-sides, which I think are really cool too. I like the production sound.
Can we all agree that Generation is better than Rising though?
Yes.
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 Yes. Yeah.
I don't agree.
What?
I think they're both good. I don't think I can choose one over the other.
Okay.
I think you can.
Well, I don't want to. Who are you? Are you my mom? What are you telling me
I
what to do?
like how Anita just wrote, I think you can.
Why are you
Wait,
telling me
that's-
what to do? Are you paying me?
Mystery.
What's your third place song, Anita?
Third place. I debated a lot. You know,
Purple Kiss STAYC Twice. What else do you got? Key? Maybe?
I
NCT?
no,
Taeyeon?
I
She my bottom?
New Jeans?
I gave it to Stacy.
Okay.
Fair.
It is. It's not the comeback I wanted, but it's still very high quality stuff. Production of the video was really cool. I don't know. I feel like I am a little. I think the disappointment is heightened by the fact that Poppy was released, and because I liked Poppy
Okay,
so much,
true.
I was hoping like, oh, let's keep it going, but it didn't happen. But I'm still glad that they came back with a song. It's not bad. It's just not exactly what I wanted. So it's in third place.
Good evening, folks. This is me, Warren.
Hi.
Evening.
Hi.
It's 8:20 p.m., February 20th, 2023.
Yes.
I was really hoping STAYC would be on my chart. They're not. I'm sorry.
Understandable.
I think I was a little let down by it more than you, Anita, I guess.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I feel like they captured not a lot of much with this track because they leaned too heavily into the popular sounds while still trying to experiment with different sounds and samples. And it really didn't work in their favor. That's my takeaway with the track. We ended up with a song that really goes in no direction really well. What is on my chart is Fighting by BSS. 17 BSS. That's third place on my chart. Good track.
Okay.
I didn't think I'd be liking this track as much as I did, but I'm having fun. It's good stuff. Second place is Sweet Juice by Purple Kiss. Again, I think it's one of their better songs, if not one of the better songs of the year even. Overall, really interesting production, very minimal, very effortless. All the members are doing an incredible job of singing. The rapper too, I don't really talk about her. I have no idea what she's saying, I'll be honest, but I don't really care because it really works out really well. It does. Oh, I like her tone. It's very simple, very, very clean and good. That leaves me with Rising on First.
Okay.
Lovely track. What I remember about that thing is that I thought it was only a music video thing, but once I saw a couple of the music show stages, and the second chorus, they had like a dance competition choreo where they're like,
oh yeah, they're facing each other.
Yeah, like they're split into groups of 5 and they're like facing off each other.
That was a cool part.
That was cool. I was like, dang, I thought it's gonna be like a music video only thing, and like they're not actually gonna do it in the actual choreo, but they did. They did. So props to them for doing that. Because that was pretty cool. Good stuff.
That's Triple S, right? I wasn't paying attention for a second.
Yes,
cool.
Triple S Rising on First.
Okay, Go True Gang. It was contentious. First place, STAYC Teddy Bear, 39 points from them.
Wow.
Second place was Purple Kiss Sweet Juice with 34. Third place, it was between 17 BSS and Triple S Rising. 17 got 29, but Triple S got 30, so Triple S gets the third place vote from them.
Wow.
Very
So close.
As a result, third place this week with 7 points is 17 BSS with Fighting.
Oh, gee.
Nice.
Second place is Purple Kiss Sweet Juice with 9. And in first place, picking up their second crown, eligible for the Hall of Spice when we come back in 2 weeks, is Triple S Rising. Boom.
Oh.
Can they get in?
And finally, we're at show winners. Anita, hit us with them.
Well, it's only one winner this week, and they had a grand slam. They won all available shows, and that is 17 BSS Fighting. So yeah, they won Show Champion, M Countdown, Music Bank, Show Music Core, Inkigayo. All the shows.
I don't know what's going on with the show, which is on SBS MTV, but they have not.
We're missing that one.
They have not aired this year at all. So I don't know if it got canceled or something, but they have not been airing. So that's that. And Show Champion just came back too, like 2 weeks ago or something.
Interesting.
Okay. So that ends part 1. SojuTalk episode 225. We'll be back after a short break. 3, 2, 1.
Hello, SojuTalk Nation. This is Anita here with a quick PSA. If you would like to support SojuTalk Kpop Podcast, please like, subscribe, or follow us on whatever platform you're using. And consider joining our Patreon at patreon.com/SojuTalk or donating to us at paypal.me/SojuTalk. On behalf of the crew and myself, thank you. Now back to our regularly scheduled episode.
All right, we're back at it. Part 2, SojuTalk episode 225. We'll try to give you the news and events from the past week. All right, we're still doing this SM, Cow, Big Hit, BS. I'll go through what has happened. I mean, I think everyone's attention is a little bit waning on this, but I'll try to give a broad summary. Right here, this one is stating that according to people, industry insiders, they're saying that Kakao is preparing a counter offer tender set to be priced at 130,000 Korean won per share. Basically, if you remember last week, Hybe stated that we will buy shares from people at a good price. People think that Kakao is preparing to buy this to offer like a higher amount of money for the shares. So there's going to be a bidding war for percentages of the company.
Ooh, boy.
That's what people think is going to happen. Kakao basically said, we can't confirm anything. I heard some news articles saying that they already have a brokerage firm to set it up. I heard other sides saying it's not going to happen, so we don't know what's going to go on. If there starts to be a bidding war, though, that's when it gets kind of heated up, right? Because money's in play there.
Oh, boy, yeah.
That's all you really got to know about that. Next one. Okay. This is probably the highlight of the week. SM has started to release a bunch of like videos about this. The first two were on Lee Sung-soo, also known as Chris Lee, the co-CEO of SM Entertainment. He dropped these on his own personal YouTube channel, and at the time when it was dropped, he had only 2,000 subscribers. So it's about the amount of subscribers we have, and he was dropping these like pipe bomb videos about his uncle. And he was talking about how his uncle was tax evading via fraud in Hong Kong through like these companies he had made. He talked about how they delayed the aespa comeback because Isuman wanted a sustainability song where they had to use the lyrics just sustainability, 1 degree lower in terms of like temperature and greenism. So, and the aespa kids said the song sucks, so they had to cancel it. Like,
Dang.
They also stated Isuman wanted to build K-pop cities throughout the world with casinos and music festivals. And you know, casinos are a big like no-no in Korea, right?
Gambling
and
is no-no.
how he gave a speech on February 14th about planting trees and music festivals. Like it's an awkward video. Maybe I'll turn it on for a second. The weird thing you gotta see is like, who cares about the content of the video? Man is sitting in what looks like his dining room, right? He's wearing the contrast is horrendous, and he's wearing an NCT 127 t-shirt.
Merch, yes.
Oh boy.
I want to be objective, but this just is reeking desperation to me, right? Like,
it's not a professional response that I would have expected.
Like, look at this image on the screen. Does this scream like we know what we're doing and like we're in a power position? It does not, right? This is just like, what the hell are you doing? This is like a middle 40 aged man, right? Sitting at his dining table, dropping bombs about his uncle, even though this guy kind of let him do it for 20 years, right? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, right? Like, I think he does bring up some valid points, potentially. The issue I have with this video is that he brings up a lot of claims, none of which have solid evidence or like proof. Like, one of the biggest points about the video is like is the company called CT, which apparently is taking profits from all of SM for the next couple of years going forward, even after Mr. Lee Soo-man leaves SM Entertainment. Which, at the end of the day, if that's true, we're assuming that's true. If it is, that's a huge issue for SM. It is.
Of course.
The question is, why'd you wait till now to solve that?
Okay, so the big there's a couple of these type of videos. The big issue I have with this overall issue is that you are co-CEO of SM. You were not the co-CEO the entire time, but you have been a high up due to essentially nepotism because your uncle owns the company, right? So you had been given this golden road into the company, right? To get power and money and whatever you want, right? And you got this off of the back of your uncle who founded the company. He's a major icon in K-pop. But you know, you allowed him to do the stuff. You know, Korean business world's a little bit corrupt, right? Like pretty much all companies are pretty corrupt there. But you allowed your uncle to do all these things. But then now that you feel threatened, you decide to take the moral high ground. And I can't stand that he's doing these things, right? Just feels a little weird to me, you know?
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong.
That's how I see it.
Yeah, like given if everything he said is actually true, to every degree he mentions it to be, sure, there are several issues with the situation. But I think at the end of the day, my question always is the same as Doug's. Why'd you wait till now to make that an issue?
Now?
Also,
why are you filming this video at this table with this shirt on if you feel so confident, right? Like,
yeah,
I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
You're the leader. You're like CEO. You're the guy in charge. Why aren't you solving it? Like, that's on you, man. Like, you're the leader. Like,
Right, so that one happened, and then Hybe released the statement. They were like saying, nah, like they were basically saying that all this stuff's kind of BS that he's saying, yada yada yada, right? So of course they did.
Yeah, they shot down CT. They shot down like the claims that Chris made about the relationship between Hybe and SM, where, for instance, Chris said that Hybe is basically going to take over everything SM does, and Hybe was like, "No, we're not going to do that." No, I think it's.
And then so in the video as well, he dropped like recordings of a phone call with Isuman, right? And then he also stated at the end of the first video that he was going to release phone calls and text messages with Bang PD. Like, people took that as if like, is he threatening him? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
God.
Yeah, it just felt like it could get really messy there. So that happened. So that's the first video, right? And then here we start to see some things that SM's actually doing. So they're preparing to sell 3 non-music subsidiaries, including Dear You. The business justification is to focus on the main business of music, but it is analyzed that it is an effort to erase Isuman from the company and neutralize Hybe's tender offer. So it seems like SM's strategy is, if we're going to get public opinion on our side for this, we need to really focus in that we are about the music, right? We are about fostering music in the SM way, that we're not just about making money, right? So currently, SM owns a stake in Dear You, 32%, SM, CNC, 30%, Key East, 28%, right? All 3 of these companies are listed on the Korean Stock Exchange with a market cap of 2 trillion won, so $2 billion combined, right? It seems like they want to pretty much sell off any company that Isuman had a decent hand in making, right? Mm-hmm. So Dear You is the company that operates the fan platform Bubble. JYP is the second largest shareholder. SMC&C is a video content company, as well as an ad agency and travel agency. There are also Korean entertainment stars are assigned to that one. So Kang Ho-dong, Shin Dong-yup, they're 2 legendary tier Korean entertainers, S-tier hosts, and overall people in the entertainment industry. They are assigned to that, so they are technically under SM. And then Key East is a drama production and management agency. So that means that, like, you know how SM has a bunch of actors and actresses? One of them is Eunhee. I believe she's under SM, right? Yep. So that's one of them. So the sale of DU is unexpected, as it is clearly related to the metaverse plans of Isuman, and it is known that Dear You is one of the reasons why Hybe and Kakao are interested in acquiring SM Entertainment. So their strategy is they want to pretty much get rid of anything that is related to Isuman, whether it is something that is core to SM or not. They just want to separate themselves, and they just want to be the outlook to be that we are focused only on the music. So that's what it seems like there.
I'm sorry, I'm having trouble understanding. Why would they want to do this? Wouldn't it make it more appealing to the investors if they're more diversified in their portfolio?
So it says here, erase Isuman from the company and neutralize Hybe's tender offer. So I think what that is stating in some way is that they are trying to limit what Hybe is actually getting by buying these shares.
So
they want to make the company look less appealing to Hybe, is what I believe they're doing.
Less.
They're actively reducing their value.
It seems like it, yeah. I don't know. It just seems really weird to me that they would.
You know what it sounds like? You know what it sounds like? It's like the day in school where like they're making you run in gym so that like they can measure how long it takes for you to like run a mile or something. And then you're suddenly like, I don't want to run. Oh, what should I do? Oh, I know. I'll like injure myself. I'll break my leg so I don't have to run. That's what it sounds like to me. You know what I mean? Like, why do you self-sabotage? Really? Like, stupid. I don't know.
I feel like they see it as a necessity to just separate themselves from Isuman more. That'd be my guess. All right, next one. So Dispatch started dropping stuff because, you know, they got to get involved as well, right? So they started to talk about Isuman's embezzlement and manipulative contracts over the past 23 years. So they think he made 570 million USD with these corruption contracts and other things. And they said that, they know of this, but they also put the caveat, they know that SM executives knew what he was doing, right? So they're kind of playing both sides of the ball here, right? They're saying like, yeah, he did a bunch of shady things, but all these people who are currently on the SM side definitely knew about it and let him do it. So there's one narrative there. If y'all don't know, here's a fun fact. Isuman in January of 2003 was listed as a wanted criminal on Interpol.
What?
Yeah, that's his headshot right here. In May of the same year, he was tried and found guilty of embezzlement and received 2 years in prison, deferred by a probationary period of 3 years. Did you know that?
I had no clue.
I know this.
Good lord.
Yeah. So Interpol is pretty much a massive crime fighting network that's global, and he was on it for being like an international bad guy, more or less.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like it's 2023. Like I'm not expecting any businessman to be completely clean here, but to be on Interpol in 2003 is so random.
So they released what they know about Isuman, but they also had the caveat that everyone in power now knew what was complicit in it. So they're not clean of it either. Is basically what they're saying.
See, this is honestly like a big reason I've lost interest in this situation. Is like I'm not taking sides with either people here. Like they're both kind of poop. Like let's be real here. Like.
Yeah, I just feel like, okay, Isuman's of course gonna deny he did a lot of shady things, right? That's
of course.
Right. But I don't think that it's right for SM to try to take the moral high ground when they were complicit in this, and they're teaming up and in bed with Kakao, who's not going to be any better for them, right? Yeah. So I don't know.
They don't have the high ground. It's not over, Anakin.
Next thing, SM announced that they're gonna hold a corporate briefing session on February 20th. For foreign and domestic investors, so that probably happened today. The reason why people were saying this is interesting is because this is outside of the quarterly meetings, which normally happen for business stuff. So people are saying like they're starting to hold emergency meetings at SM.
I would assume.
HYBE also held a meeting this week. I don't have it in an article form, but they basically explained to all the head ups of the company, like remember last week how we're saying Isuman will not be involved in SM, even though we're buying it, right? So they basically reiterated. Apparently, it was a 10-minute meeting, and it was very clear. They basically put up like screenshots of the contract and say, "Here, this is the contract we signed with him."
Oh, wow!
To prove to the heads at HYBE that he will not be involved going forward. So
see, okay, at least they're providing actual receipts.
Okay, next one, which happened here: 208 SM employees issued a press release that they resist the hostile takeover from HYBE. And although Isuman has abandoned SM and Pink Bloods, the Pink Bloods will remain in the Seoul Forest and protect SM and the Pink Bloods. If you don't know, Pink Bloods means diehard SM fans because SM is pink. If you got pink in your blood, you're a Pink Blood. That's why that's the term there. Seoul Forest is the term for like the SM campus is what they've called it.
Interesting.
Seoul Forest. So they're basically 208 employees. I believe there's about 600, so about a third of the employees were in this press release. Signed it.
Wow.
So there is resistance inside, right?
Yeah.
So
Right.
I don't know. Of course, because if like they get taken over, a lot of these people might lose their jobs, right? That's just how it is when
just
take over a company.
Just for context, Seoul Forest is actually just a neighborhood in Korea. I imagine that is where their office is located.
Yep, exactly. But all these stuff is happening on this service called Blind, which is pretty much an anonymous business like message board that you set up for your company.
It's kind of like a fishbowl, if you guys know what that is. It's like it's like a third party talk shit about the company I work at kind of
it's like business 4chan for your company.
Sure. Business Reddit. Business people.
Yeah, because I heard it's so anonymous you could say whatever you want. You could just dumpster on people.
Pretty much.
What I've heard.
Yeah.
So that's that. Okay, so there is resistance. Not everyone is happy about this. Okay, dispatch. Here's the dispatch stuff. We covered this already. Yeah. Interpol warrant. Isn't that the most ridiculous thing ever?
Funny.
So the dispatch had a report there. We had a second video, right?
Another video.
We had a second video from our boy Chris, right? On his personal YouTube channel again. He vowed to fight HYBE's hostile takeover. He also said that he will resign and forfeit his second term as the CEO of SM. So that's how seriously he's taking. He more or less in the video said, I want to go back to making music and proliferating the SM culture. I will step down as CEO. The other thing that was kind of ridiculous at the end of the video, he said, like, he was trying to get some compassion here, but he stated that he begs Isuman to join him on his knees to apologize and ask for forgiveness so that we don't go to hell.
Wow.
Yes.
Jeez.
Okay.
Yeah.
God. Okay. I mean.
Yeah. He literally used the word jiok, which means hell, right? So
he literally said the word hell in Korean.
yes,
like
he said jiok.
Okay.
Yes. Here's a quote from it. CEO, this is a translation, so it's not direct, but he said, CEO Lee continued to make sharp remarks about Isuman. CEO Lee stated, quote, I have failed to properly keep the will of my aunt who passed away earlier. Take care, and she said, quote, take care of the teacher, Isuman, my 2 sons, and the company. So he is stating, Isuman's wife passed away, and I feel so bad that I did not keep my word to her. Additionally, he stated, I think I should stop Isuman's actions for a while. And then he said, Sonsengnim, teacher, stop now. Kneel down with me and ask for forgiveness for everyone. This is the only way I can save you. My teacher as his disciple from hell.
Oh my God.
Oh.
My God.
Okay, a little bit of context. The word hell in Korean isn't as used commonly in American in English, where like in English people say, oh, go to hell, that's the thing people say. People don't really say the word hell in Korean. Like, it's there, but like it's not like used in a casual context. It's like used religiously or like very aggressively in situations like this. This is kind of
serious.
It's really weird.
Isn't this crazy? And also like get on your knees with me and beg for forgiveness. That's just a huge visual image, right? And like, I'm sorry I didn't keep my word to my aunt, Like
this guy thinks he's like the main character of an anime where like
right?
It's like season 1, like the teacher's a good person, and like it turns out the teacher is like the final boss. You know that cliche of an anime? Like, I'm not gonna name which animes because like it's gonna be a spoiler. I can't name any, but like it's like, oh, the teacher was a villain all along. Kneel down, come back. Stupid.
Isn't this kind of crazy though? Like this was on the personal YouTube channel again.
Sure, let him say whatever he wants. This is his own channel.
They said that SM announced its opposition to the tender offer in a statement on February 19th. It formally rejects HYBE's tender offer as it undermines the efforts of artists and staff, and that SM's potential corporate value far exceeds the tender offer. Well, no, of course you're gonna say that, right? So that happened, and now they've started to drop videos from the CFO. So this guy runs the business side of SM, right? His name is Jang Chul-hyuk. So now they are starting to talk about the business side of things, and these are on the personal SM YouTube channel. So these are well-produced videos with like charts and graphs. This first video that got released yesterday was more or less the synopsis of the video is, if HYBE takes over SM, they have a monopoly. Monopolies bad. That's the best way for me to describe it. So here it is. Market share of SM and HYBE combined, right? They'll said that they have a 66% based on the revenue in the Korean entertainment industry. Based on album and music revenue, they'll own 70%. Based on performance review, they'll have 89%. Based on the number of artists within the top 100 album sales, they'll have 64%. These are valid points that they're making.
This is very valid.
Wrong.
Yes.
They're not wrong.
So they are starting to pull up all these charts and things like that. HYBE, they're talking about HYBE and SM concert ticket prices, and they're like saying, oh my God, they charge so much. So you as a consumer should be worried. They're pulling out everything here, right? Like, for a lot of all the graphs.
For a lot of people who are in the live stream or talked about this initially, probably know that this is probably the biggest concern you should have as a K-pop fan, is the monopolization of K-pop. Less competition is bad. It's very simple logic. The issue is a lot of this is very selective information. Because yes, if SM and HYBE decide to go buddies, if they start sleeping together, yes, we see K-pop monopolization. End of story. But if SM starts to sleep with Kakao, well, we have a monopolization in the Korean entertainment industry, in the variety and the acting scene.
Either way.
Like right here, this thing where they said 85% of employees on Blind said they oppose the hostile takeover, right? But they say, 85% of the 259 that voted, but they failed to put that there's 600 people in the company and we don't know everyone's opinion, right? So they're like cherry picking info, more or less.
Also, it should be noted that to sign up for Blind as an employee, it's very easy. Like, you don't actually have to be like a full-time employee. Like,
how is it verified?
And of course, only people who are outraged join those types of services. You know what I mean? Like, if you're having a good time and you're okay with things that are going, you probably wouldn't join them, right?
I think it does mean something, though. It means something.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, but they're like, they're talking about why it's bad. They're talking about like why you as a consumer should reject this form of thinking. And here's the thing. They said, look how they said we released the SM 3.0 strategy on February 3rd. We have our earnings stuff on the 20th, and we're gonna keep releasing videos, guys.
Oh
It's
boy.
like, so they have a whole bunch of
Video
videos in the
schedule.
pipeline. And the thing is, at the end of the video, they mentioned, oh, we'll talk about Kakao in a future video. But they are like the main thing that I have a problem with all these videos, because I think they're making good points. You know, the ticket prices are probably more expensive at Hybe. They're gonna get a monopoly, yada yada yada. The thing that doesn't make sense to me is you have joined sides with Kakao Entertainment, but you refuse to publicly address this, right?
They haven't acknowledged it.
You keep putting it off. That just like feels wrong to me. I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
It's the thing is, it's very simple. Yeah, they're pointing out all the bad stuff about what could happen if SM joins Hybe. Sure, a lot of bullets here. A lot of those bullets are also applicable if they join Kakao, and they're not talking about it at all. They're like, oh, we're just gonna ignore that for now. Come on, it feels like we're like talking about one thing and not the other. Like it's a coin. There's obviously two sides. You just can't ignore the other.
Yeah, so here's some deadlines that are gonna happen. There's gonna be a SM internal review call. There's a Hybe call that's gonna happen tomorrow. The injunction hearing. This is the big thing. This is that injunction where Isuman is claiming that SM pretty much made up stocks to give to Kakao, right? That's apparently the hearing's gonna start in 2 days on the 22nd. The Hybe tender offer ends on the 28th. We could see what percentage of Hybe what percentage of SM Hybe has been able to acquire. That's also going to happen. Bunch of stuff is going to happen in the near future. The SM shareholders meeting next month on the 31st is going to be very critical as well. Okay, finally, right here. So this literally dropped 21 minutes, if you could see on my screen, right there.
20
It just dropped
21 minutes ago. Okay.
They're starting to talk about monetization. From what I can understand, this video is talking about why SM 3.0 is the way of the future and why you should like it. They're trying to justify the new strategy that they have in the company.
I mean, I'm sure there's a good reason for it. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, that's basically, just looking through their slides, that's 100% what they're doing here.
Okay. Oh, we'll go through it later. But, I mean, I don't think people are questioning their financial stability of SM 3.0.
Yeah,
that's not what
the
people
issue
had an
there.
issue with. Yeah.
But you know what we don't see again in any of this video? Any mention of Kakao, right? Unless they're talking about it a lot, but it's not on any of these slides,
And just to kind of refute some of the comments I feel like we're gonna get, there is a track record of Kakao buying stuff and letting stuff just be on their own. That exists. I'm not gonna guarantee that's gonna happen with SM. I'm not gonna guarantee that's gonna happen with Hybe either. It's like we can't guarantee.
Because Hybe, you could have a couple situations. In Hybe, like Source, right, where G-Friend kind of got screwed over, right?
Yeah.
But in other parts of Hybe, like Pledis, they seem to be just kind of doing their own thing, right? So
Yeah.
we really don't have an idea of what the Hybe idea for SM would look like, nor do we have an idea of what the Kakao plan for SM would potentially look like. So who knows, right? But I guess what SM is trying to leverage here is that the Kakao plan would pretty much be this 3.0 thing.
Yeah, I
right?
guess this is the Kakao plan. Question is, they're not mentioning anything about Kakao, anything about Mr. Ryan over here, the mascot of Kakao Talk. So I'm wondering where the bear plays into this.
Yeah, so that's where we stand.
lion.
We'll keep on updating you.
Lion?
Ryan?
Yeah, Ryan's a lion, dude.
Oh, that makes so much sense. It's called Ryan because it's a lion. Okay.
So we will have to see what happens. The main thing I'm concerned about is that number one, K-pop as monopoly is not a good thing. Number one, number two,
agree.
everyone's concerned that the SM artists and their comebacks are going to get delayed and things like that, right? So because of all this mess. So those are the two big concerns we're
You know
having.
what really pisses me off about the first video that Chris dropped?
What?
He really shouldn't be just name dropping Espa like that. Like, let's be honest here. Like,
Yeah.
he should be protected. Like, they're the artists. They're the people that they
They're
have
the
a
ones
contract
involved
with.
in this. Yeah.
Yes, they're literally involved in that very directly. Why are you going around name dropping people and giving a background as to why stuff has been like that's like
And he's trying to point out a situation where they didn't like a song and it's a big deal, but there's probably many times where the artists are given multiple options and don't like certain ones, right? Like, I don't know.
I would think so. At least,
I just feel like we don't have a clear enough window, but he was just name dropping them, right?
that's
It's like, yeah.
one of the mistranslations that was floating around Twitter is that Espa heard that the song is gonna be about sustainability and planting trees, and Espa cried. That is not true. he said that they 울컥했어, which means that they almost cried, but they didn't. That, I'll be very honest.
They were upset.
Yeah, that's a word that can be applied to a lot of situations. I'm 울컥했어 right now because I'm hearing some piss ass words from Mr. Chris. You know what I mean? Like, not gonna lie, until I see those tears.
So at the end of the day, you might think that we're pro hype. Like, honestly, between the two situations, I would prefer hype to take it, in my personal opinion. But that doesn't mean either of the. That's like the worst of two evils. You got to remember that, right?
Both
I think either situations are ass.
Yeah.
So
You know what I'm like secretly hoping for is for the Korean government to step in and be like, it's a monopolization on the way.
Wherever you get it.
what if the Korean government is like, we own SM now? Guys, deal with it.
Jesus.
I don't know if I want Yoon to. I'm not sure about that either.
Yeah, so that's the summary of the SM stuff. Let us know what you think. Some other news. Momoland disbanded. It's kind of sad.
Officially, yeah.
Yeah.
Boom Boom was huge, and then it kind of just like fell off a cliff after that. Let's be honest here.
Yeah.
The one kind of weird thing is they all went on Instagram and they posted identical disbandment letters, handwritten ones.
Yeah.
Is that not a little weird to you? I don't know. I thought it was a little strange.
Completely identical, word per word, phrasing by phrasing. So someone commented and asked Jui, I think it was, on Instagram.
Yeah, like, okay.
And
What'd you say?
Jui said that they really cared a lot about what the fans thought and how they came off, so that they came together, organized how they were going to express this thing, and sent out a identical message.
I get that's what they were going for, but it came off as very weird to me.
It came off as lazy. I'll be honest. Like, I'm just sorry.
Yeah, it came off as so
Fake.
It came off as impersonal, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like,
Just a
let's be
little
honest.
there.
Like, if you're Jui, like, I'm sure you're gonna have a lot more to say than some of the other folks who had a bigger following. You know what I mean?
I think the failures of Momoland isn't on the group itself, but I think more on
No.
LLD, which has proven that they're kind of a bad company overall. That's that. Another sad one. All 4 Brave girls have ended their contract with Brave Entertainment and will go their separate ways. It's a sad one. You know, here's the thing. We got to look at it as glass half full because they had a fantastic ending to their career.
Oh, yeah.
Right? They did.
They all probably thought that, you know, it was over. And then they probably all thought, like, man, I'm going to have to get a regular job, yada, yada, yada. And then it popped off. Roland popped off. It was the #1 song in Korea. Right?
It was.
And they probably made a lot of money that they wouldn't have made otherwise. They probably got a lot of attention. They probably have way more business opportunities than they ever had before. So, you know, it's a bittersweet ending.
Yeah.
Shout out to Brave Girls. Boom. Next one. Ihyori has signed with Antenna. You know who else is under Antenna, guys?
Who?
UJ is under Antenna.
That explains.
Okay.
That's pretty interesting, right?
Okay.
And her husband is also at the company.
The whole family.
Look at that. The whole
That's
family.
interesting, right? Because, you know, Ihyori has been doing a lot of her stuff via UJ outlets because they're like really good friends, right?
Yeah.
And now that they're under the same company, I think Miju's also in Antenna, right?
She is.
So Antenna is getting a lot of variety stars and musical artists under their banner right now.
They're getting people that are talented in multifaceted ways.
And they're also getting a lot of people who are general public popular too, right?
Heck yeah.
So I'm very interested to see. I would not be surprised if we get another UJ and Ihyori project on his show No Mohani sometime during the year, right? That should be pretty fun. Yeah.
I'm also excited about the husband joining Antenna. Like his music makes a lot of sense together.
I believe he was signed earlier.
Was he?
I think a couple months ago.
Okay.
I remember seeing it.
Like,
but you know, he's more of a low key guy, not really the Western fans would know see too much of what he's doing. Right?
Go check out Day Off from Veranda Project. Great album. Like just overall. Great guitarist.
Okay, guys. I will not believe it till I see it, but YG has shared in a press release that Jisoo has become filming her solo music video in a secret location overseas.
Ooh.
Okay, sure. I
Overseas.
totally trust you guys.
Hey, I'm excited. We're gonna finally get it. I would prefer a full group comeback, but I'll take whatever scraps I can get. You know, like begging for crumbs over here, guys.
There's some word on the block. There is some press releases, not press releases. Sorry, there's some articles coming out saying that it is unlikely for all 4 Blackpink members to re-sign with YG. It's just
Okay,
word
did
on
y'all
the block.
did y'all hear the rumors like last month that someone offered Lisa like $100 million
I did hear
to
that.
sign in China or something, right?
I heard that, yes.
That's hard. If I was Lisa, that'd be hard to say no to, right?
I mean,
I would be like, I guess I go to China for 5 years, then I go back to Thailand, and I'm a queen, essentially, right? Like,
You also have
I
to
don't
think about
know.
it from the other perspective of YG Entertainment, who has a history with a certain 2NE1 of just letting a group go if they see any signs of coming down in popularity.
you know what else is? I want to air some grievances about YG. Where is my girl Somi? Where's she
I
at?
don't know.
I saw Somi recently on an episode of that manager show in Korea, Warren,
Oh,
where they
yes.
follow the managers.
Yeah.
She was randomly in the studio when Taeyang appeared to film a TikTok with Tanaka-san.
Oh.
Interesting combination of folks. But
Yeah,
okay.
so it was Taeyang, Somi, and Tanaka-san, who's a Korean YouTuber who pretends to be a Japanese guy. So it's a skit. It's
What?
like a gimmick he's doing.
He's a Japanese
but,
host. What are you talking
But like
about?
Somi was there for some reason. So
Yes.
I saw Somi
the TikTok
on there, and I was just like, bro, she hasn't released anything since 2021, guys. Is it like, what the F? I don't know. I don't like the scarcity thing they do. That's all I
No,
want.
Yeah.
no, it was only 2021. So give it 2 more years and we'll have a single, right? That's how it works.
Yeah.
I just want more Somi stuff because I'm a fan. Okay.
Anyways.
Finally, KCON let us down, guys.
Not again.
Not again.
They let us down last year. They're letting us down this year. So KCON 2023 lineup. Good news. Good news ever. They didn't even write this correctly on their thing.
Good news ever.
Here's the world's #1 K-Culture Festival, KCON 2023 lineup. So I'm excited if they're coming to you, right? Upcoming events: Thailand, March 18th to 19th; Japan,
Nice.
May 12th, to May 14th; United States, August 18th to the 20th at the Crypto Arena and LA Convention Center. So in Los Angeles only. They are not coming to New York, guys. Yeah, we're screwed again.
Sad.
Big sad.
This is
I'm very sad.
this is coast to discrimination. I'm happy for the folks over at LA, but you guys should be very
Yes.
thankful.
They could do this. Like, can we do it? Like, if New York's too expensive, can we do it in Boston, y'all? Can we do it in Virginia, Maryland,
Chicago?
DC, Chicago? Like, please, like
Pittsburgh.
please, Pittsburgh, Philly, like, actually, Orlando.
Quebec,
Atlanta, Nashville,
Detroit,
Quebec, Ontario,
Ottawa.
Toronto. Yeah, guys, Montreal. Come on, give us something here.
Newfoundland and Labrador of Canada.
Oh my god.
I'm just upset. They're not coming to the East Coast.
Maybe you should just go to LA. Like, I should just give in at this
I
point.
can't though. I work in the summer. That's the problem.
Rip.
Ugh.
Do you want to go with me, Anita?
I don't know.
That's a no. That's a no. That's a no. That's all the news from this
damn it,
week. Next week we're gonna be skipping these, but we will add on to them. Shinji Min, AOA, she's coming back. Was pre-release. Lucy, AB6 Woojin, Hwan Min-hyung. There's some other stuff. We only figured out that we're not recording like 5 minutes before we started today.
Today we
So
figured
I don't know
out.
what else is coming out. Lucy, 50/50. Wait, no, I mentioned these ones. Where's the next one? Give me 1 second.
There's a lot of cool K-pop.
Only one of Shiny Onyu, Cherry Bullet,
Oh.
Yuju, and then the following week I think Twice is on the 10th, right? So we'll wait 1 more week for those ones. So
Okay,
potentially things like that.
We shall talk about some of these on March 7th. Is that correct, sir?
Yes.
Correct.
Okay.
So that ends the normal K-pop section. We do have a K-pop event in the after hours. Warren, give us like a 10-second preview. What are we doing?
15 episodes ago, we came up with a group. We debuted it. We're gonna run it. We're gonna continue off of that. Do a K-pop group simulator. We're gonna have to make some hard decisions because we're almost broke here as a company. But you'll figure out what that means in a second. Be there or be square, I guess.
All right, so stick around after the break. 3, 2, 1.
Special shoutouts to our Fiesta patrons: Bagel, Based Mina, Brian, Shadow, Cotton Ball, Delmonic, Ellie, Genki Boy, Goku Mama, Jacob, Liam's Games and Toys, Luke Daniel, and Jay Parks. Tier, thank you for joining SojuTalk. And special thanks to our Discord server mods, Jacob, K Music Erday, Koala, Max, No Bias Luna, Tuggles, and Wolf297. Okay.
All right. After show thing. Warren has a thing. Let's go.
Okay, we're back. This is episode 2 of the K-pop group simulator. It didn't have a name last time. Now we do. If you don't know what I'm talking about, which is very fair, we did this in episode 210-ish or something like that. Let me double check. Episode 210. Basically, we had a set budget of $50. We made a lot of decisions. We held a local audition with $6.
Sure did.
We hired local talent to train our kids. We put them in a large 4-bedroom apartment.
Damn.
Very
That's nice.
spicy. We gave them a unique concept and a strong identity built from proven concept directors. Also very pricey. But we kind of gave them standard generic dance music.
We gave them like the Eyes One songs.
Essentially.
So we gave them
We gave them like Fromis 9 songs, essentially, you know?
fair. Yeah.
But we gave them multiple sets and a full production crew, the whole jig, yeah? And we also splurged a little bit.
I remember this.
We had a pre-debut reality show.
It was a pre-debut reality show, not only about the group but also about the company.
Yes,
Yeah,
right?
that was-
And it's filmed like a Netflix doc, you know, like Welcome to Wrexham, the soccer doc where they buy the company and they're running it now, yada yada yada. That's how we ran it.
So, 15 episodes ago, we began with a balance of $50.
Oof.
Now we have $6 left in the company bank account.
Ooh.
We lose if we go broke.
Do we have a name for the group? We should probably think of one.
Soju Girls.
Soju Girl.
I don't know. If anyone has a good name idea.
Shots?
No, that's awful. If anyone has a good idea, let us know. It could be Pepper Girls, for all I know. I don't really care.
Flush.
What we do know is that we are SojuTalk Entertainment, and we again now that it's been 3 or so months, we have to have a comeback. It's time for a comeback. We're not YG.
Yes.
We do regular comebacks. So that's what we will be deciding today.
Our whole debut campaign is over. The girls have had girls or boys have had like a, let's say, 1 month vacation, right?
Sure.
So they're chilling now.
Yeah.
We had a great time. Everyone's happy. What happens now?
Well, we need to figure out how much money we made. Because we don't really have a way to do that. I asked people on the Discord to give me a random number between 1 and 50. Any random number. They don't know what they're doing, but these folks gave me a random number between 1 and 50, and I averaged all of that.
Oh, it's not good from what I can see.
I averaged the numbers they gave us. Some people were giving us 46s. Some people gave us 1s. That was actually me. We took an average of all the numbers they gave us, and that is the profit margin we're working off with today. So, we're working with $21.
Bad?
We made back like 40% of our cost.
Yeah,
To
essentially.
debut the group.
Yeah.
Right? That's not bad.
Could be worse, you know?
Could be
No,
worse.
could be worse.
Could be worse.
Okay. Now, it'd be a little boring if we just ended there. You know what I mean? But because this is a K-pop group simulator, we have to simulate
God.
events of a real life.
Comeback.
Oh no.
So,
The comeback.
here's what's happening. There are 6 different events that might happen to our K-pop group. Anita,
Oh.
read me the 6. Actually, read me the first 3 good events.
First one. Invited to Variety.
You can
Should I
just read
read
the title.
bottom?
No, just read the title.
And then next one, TikTok goes viral.
Ooh.
Interested. And then third, invited to perform at a gig.
So,
Ooh.
yeah. So if you're like a K-pop
Getting
group,
paid.
you could be invited to like college performance.
Universities,
Yonsei,
Yeah.
Goryo.
festivals.
Yeah.
That's a big opportunity. And all of these have positive benefits where they add a couple more dollars to profits or times it by a couple percents. You know, if you want the details on the rules, look at the screen. I'm sorry for the audio folks, but Doug, we also have 3 bad events. What are those bad events?
First one is a bullying scandal. We're gonna do a dice roll
Just read
there.
the title, yeah. Just read the title.
Second one, K-Nets cancel us for a stupid reason. That could happen. Finally, third one, member is dating. Oh God, already they're a rookie.
Who knows?
I mean, it's not inherently a bad thing, but
Yeah, dating is not inherently a bad thing. Also, the idea here is that they're dating behind the scenes and the fans don't know. You know?
Okay.
oh, so get found out.
Yeah. So
we find out as management though.
we find out as management, and therefore the penalty is we have to spend $5 additional and added security to keep it a secret.
Okay, fair.
Yeah,
fair.
yeah. That's could be worse. You know, could be worse. It might have future implications. Who knows? We'll have to just go along with it. Okay. So we have 6 different events. I put them into a lovely little roulette over here. Can you guys see? You guys can
I'm
see. Okay.
nervous.
Yeah. Can we
Okay.
get a practice spin?
You guys want to practice spin?
Practice
Yeah,
spin.
it's
This is
not
not the real one. This
This
is not the real one.
Okay. So what happens is I press on start, and you guys are gonna tell me when to stop.
Okay, go.
Okay. We're going. We're rolling. We're rolling.
I need to tell him to stop.
Stop.
Okay.
It's not,
Okay.
stop.
It's still rolling. It's still rolling. It's slowing down. Slowing down.
TikTok, good. Remember? Oh no. Oh, okay, that would have been bad.
Yeah. We
would've
ended
been
up
terrible.
with K-Nets canceling us for a stupid reason. Who knows what will actually happen in the actual run? You guys want to try?
I'm really
Okay.
scared now.
Okay. So how this works is pretty clear now, right? 6 different options, 16% each. How about let's do this. Anita, you tell me when to start. Doug, you tell me when to stop.
All right, stop.
Okay.
Okay.
Stop. We're going right away. Come on. We need a good outcome here,
Hands
guys.
off my mouse. This is completely random.
Let's do.
No, this is the worst
Bullying
one.
scandal! Bullying
Oh,
scandal!
no.
Okay.
No.
The penalty of a
do we-
bullying scandal is that if we have to roll a dice. We have to roll a dice.
Are we La
Okay.
Seraphim?
Who knows? The image here is from The Glory, the K-drama. Anyways, if we roll odd, nothing happens. Hey, we still have a chance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we still have a way to fix this.
Because an odd means that it actually wasn't bullying. Hey!
Okay,
Okay,
yes.
false.
True.
But
False.
if we roll 2, 4, or 6, any of the even numbers,
Ah, jeez.
turns out it's true. We're losing 50% of the profit. That tender $21 is gonna be 10.5.
Oh my god, we're gonna go bankrupt.
I'll round it up. It
need-
could be $11, you know?
We need an odd number. Come on.
All right. Here I have a dice roller pulled up.
Practice roll.
You want to do a
Practice
practice roll?
roll.
Okay, so I click on the blue button here and it just starts rolling, yeah? And you got a 4. Which
Oh, that would've been bad.
Which would have been bad.
Oh my god.
Well, what are the odds we get an
50-50.
even number again?
It's 50-50.
It's completely
independent.
50-50.
It's independent events, Anita. You know this.
You took
I
statistics,
know.
Anita. You know this.
Still.
All right. Who wants to tell me when to press on roll?
Anita, tell him.
All right, Anita, are you ready?
Yeah, go.
Okay. Well, are you telling me to go? Are you,
Yeah.
Can you count me in with a 3, 2, 1?
3, 2, 1, roll.
Okay. It's rolling. 2. Oh,
I see.
No.
Oh my god.
Are we done?
we're
Is
not
the
broke.
group gonna be okay?
Oh my god.
Okay. We pulled a little seraphim.
Okay, it's okay. It's okay.
Okay. I just want to be very clear. There were positive outcomes. There were some less
Right.
bad outcomes. We somehow ended up with the worst outcome.
Are you kidding me, dude?
Okay. Well, we just lost a big chunk of our fandom just right off the bat.
No,
so
it's okay though. It's okay.
You know what? I'll be nice and I'll round up the half of 21 to 11. Yeah, instead
So
of
we
10.5.
have We have $17 now, guys.
We have a tender $17 in our bank account.
Jeez.
Can we get acquired by Hybe, please? Oh my God.
Well, that didn't go so well, but it's time for a comeback. We have to think about what we're gonna do anyways, right?
Oh my
So-
God, we're so effed.
Here is these were the appetizers. The main dish for today is we have to decide what the next move is for SojuTalk Entertainment. We could skip a comeback for now and focus on off-season activities, or we could release a digital single, or we could release a mini album, or we could release an album. Oh, we can't release an album actually, because that starts at $25.
Okay. Here's the thing: if we're gonna, we gotta risk it, guys. We're in the hole here. We gotta release an EP, guys. We have
$10?
We have to.
Okay,
We have to.
just for full context for the audio folks, skipping a comeback is free. Digital single is $5. Releasing an EP is $10, and releasing an album is $25.
We can't do that.
We literally can't. Yeah. And they
We
both
have to
come
release.
and they both include a series of decisions that we have to make, similar to the last time.
Wait. Do we have to pay for these decisions?
Of course.
Oh, I fuck.
We're gonna be negative.
Yeah. Of course.
You know what?
You think
You know
practicing
what?
and concepting is free? You think movie
What's-
shoots are free?
You know what? Anita, do you want to? Digital single means
Do
we'll
we
end up with an
skip?
MV. No, we're not skipping, Anita. No.
We
We're
could
not.
skip. I have scenarios pulled out for all of them. Like this is kind of like D&D at this point.
Let's do a digital single.
Anita, what do you think? You are the other 50% stakeholder.
We're YOLOing this.
Stop.
I think we YOLO. Digital single, put the rest of the money into it. Boom.
Are you happy with this decision, Anita? What do you think?
Okay, so we just had this terrible outcome.
It turns out one of our great talents that we sourced from
Not so great.
How did we source the person? We held
There's
a
a
local audition.
Local audition.
If you know
Yeah.
Rent the Musical, this is our one song glory right here. Before I go. Hold on.
See, this is why you don't hold local auditions. You don't know who you're gonna get with. Turns out
Guys.
a little bully.
We must do the digital single.
Okay, yeah, I'm in.
Okay. We
Digital
are releasing a digital single, which as a baseline costs us $5. We're gonna make 4 decisions, which are also gonna cost us more money.
Whatever, we're putting the rest of it. We're putting the rest of our $12 in there.
Okay, we are making a digital single. All right, we're gonna start with $12. Now, every comeback.
Why are these so expensive?
Every comeback, because I assumed we'd have more money. Every comeback starts with practice. We have 3 options. Anita, what are the 3 options for practice planning?
All right. First one, most expensive, is top class training facility with the best trainers, $15. Middle option, $7, is local talent that teaches music and dance at a local college. And then the free option, they can practice in their bedroom.
Okay.
And the price ranges of these is that the first option is $15, second range is $7, and the last option is free.
If I take out a second mortgage on my house, how much money do we have? How much would you give me?
Get a loan.
That's like the worst thing you can do as a business owner is start taking
I
out
don't
personal
care.
loans.
We're YOLOing this.
Okay,
Would you give me $20 if I were second mortgage my house?
Is this a serious question or a joke? I
It's a
can't
serious question.
tell. We're not doing bets at this point. Sorry,
What?
this is not an option in the game.
if we do,
Can I see the prices? Can we go through it all so we could see the prices and try to make a puzzle here?
You know what? I was originally not gonna let you guys do that, but I'll be nice and I'll let you
cool.
do that.
Thank you.
Cause
Please.
Thank you.
the second round is also 15, 10, 5, and $1.
my-
The last round is 15, 7, and $1. And then the music video is 15, 10, 5, and $1. Yeah.
Go slowly. Go slowly through these. Practice round. Go to the next one. We got concepting.
Which is $15, $10, $5, and $1. They're all like in a range between $1 to $15. Not much we can do at this point. I'll be honest.
I think they just gotta practice in their bedroom.
Yeah, they gotta practice in their bedroom.
Okay,
bro.
here's the strat. Here's the strat, guys. Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna practice at the office. Right? Not the bedroom. right?
Okay, office.
which is also free. Okay, sure.
Hopefully the morale doesn't drop. No, our apartment is very nice that we bought them. By the way,
Yeah, that's why I said they can
okay.
practice in their bedroom.
How about we get the practice at the apartment boat and we remove the debuff.
The large 4-bedroom apartment.
Look how big that apartment is.
That's a nice. I would like to live there.
That is a very. They can practice in front of the TV. Okay, sure. All right.
Okay, we lose the debuff, right? Because we bought the nice apartment.
I
right?
will negotiate that. There is no morale drop debuff.
Okay.
And you maintain your balance of $12.
Okay, go.
All
That's
right.
our practice.
Okay.
That's settled.
Settled. All right, we're moving on to concepting. You have 4 decisions, 4 choices. Doug, read me the 4 different decisions.
$15, which is create a backstory and cinematic lore. Second
Can't
one,
do
create
that.
a unique concept and a strong identity built from proven concept directors. Can't do that.
$10.
$5, a special interlude release. That's like a holiday song, isn't it, or a fan song, right?
Essentially, yeah.
$1, throw away a previous concept and produce a generic track.
These have special buffs for next round.
How much money do we have?
We currently have
$12.
$12 in the bank account.
No, 17.
No.
No,
We spent 5
12?
of it. We spent 5 of it because we decided to make. Yeah,
We're on poverty mode here.
because digital single costs $5 inherently.
I think we blow the money on the concept.
Ooh. Now the buff on concept here is that if you spend $15, next round profits.
No. We don't have enough for 15. We only have 12, dude. We do the $10.
I'm just explaining the situation here. Because if we choose the $10 option, right, which is the maximum we can do, next round profits will be buffed by 20%.
Yes.
But if we
have
choose
to
the
do
$1
this.
option, next round profits will decrease by 20%.
We can't afford to do that, Anita. I think we blow it on. What are the other 2 categories? Can I see them real quick?
The other 2 categories are recording, like audio recording, and then the music video.
No, okay, no. We're picking $10 here, right, Anita?
I think we can make it work.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're blowing $10 on the
Okay.
concept.
We spend
I mean, we need to save
We need
face
to.
after what happened.
We need to.
$10 to maintain the unique concept and a strong identity built from proven concept directors from the previous round.
Yeah.
And the next round profits will increase by 20%.
We are really riding on the notion that the music makes the success here, aren't we? Like,
Pretty much.
That's the
Yeah.
notion we're riding on.
So the bad news is that our bank balance is now $2.
Jesus.
Whatever. Keep going.
Okay, next round.
If this real $2, we got like $2,000 left, more or less, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay, now we gotta actually record the song that we have, right? I will read the 3 options. First option is to spend $15 and go to an unlimited studio time with the best audio engineers in the world,
F that.
which is out of our option. The second option is to spend $7 and share studio time with the competitive beer chat boys, which means there's an increased chance of dating event next round.
Oh no,
No.
hell no.
We
Hell
can't
no.
do that
Do
either.
that.
Yeah. The only option that makes sense for us right now is the $1 option, which is y'all got 1 day to record everything.
Here's the thing.
They can do it.
Warren is gonna produce this in 1 day.
I'm not a producer here.
Yes, you are. You are.
I'm the game master.
No, you are going to produce this at your apartment. We got 1 day to do it.
They can do
and
it.
we're gonna go for a rustic raw sound, which means it wasn't produced very well. That's what we're going for. We're
Okay.
gonna hope that people are confused by our lack of production and are like, "Wait, what the hell is going on with the sound?
This would
I've
be
never
trend.
heard of anything like this."
Okay.
That's our plan.
We are spending $1 to record everything in 1 day, which means. Oh, oops! I couldn't type. Okay, which means we now have $1 left in our bank account. I'm not even gonna bother reading the other options we have for music videos. Because it's
Wait, this is fantastic, actually.
$1 video is. So the last option, so the last decision we have to make is deciding on how we film the music video, and the only $1 option is to produce a self-made home video, and there's a higher chance of it going viral next round, but for all the wrong reasons. 'Cause
I don't care
obviously-
about the wrong reasons.
It's
We
a home
want
video.
virality, guys. Right,
we
Anita?
do.
I
We
think
need
do.
virality. We need this.
Okay. Well, I mean, there's no option. So, $1.
Hey, that New Jeans thing looks self-made, homemade, even though it's
Ditto?
not. Ditto?
Yeah.
Ditto?
I
Is
guess.
that us? Did we
Um,
just make New Jeans, guys?
We are at $0 now.
Yes, we are full scented, dude.
We are at $0. However, we actually managed to somehow put together a concept. Put together a comeback.
We scraped by.
We somehow
scraped.
managed.
We ate ramen for the whole month.
Look
That's
at
what
that.
we did.
Hey, what rotten luck at the beginning
Oh
of
my
this.
god, we got so shafted.
I just want to make it clear, I didn't do this on purpose. Like there was plenty of opportunities for you guys to make money. Just didn't happen that way.
No, we're full sending this, and we're gonna come out with something magical.
All right.
Trust.
So
trust.
here are the outcomes of today's K-pop simulator. The SojuTalk girls, or whatever they're called right now, they're gonna practice in the office and in the apartment, and they're very
Yes.
happy to do so because the apartment's really good.
They're nice.
We are splurging on concepting because we are continuing the unique concept and a strong identity built from proven concept directors from the last episode, which increases our profits for next round. However, that also means we have to rush through recording, and we're doing it in one day.
Yeah,
we also have to produce a self-made home video as the music video, which
We got my sister and my brother-in-law. We got their media company to fly to Korea to film this for us because we had no other option. And they're only here for one day because they couldn't get visas, so they're just in the country to film this. Then they're dipping
they became illegal migrants just for
for
this
one
video.
day.
For one day.
we snuck them out the airport to film it, and we're gonna drag them back to the airport right after this is done.
All right. Well, anyways, we put together a comeback, right? But
Honestly, we could do it, dude. We got this, right, Anita?
I think we got it.
you think you got
Got
it?
it.
Okay.
We
Well,
got it.
here's the
We're
issue.
gonna make Ditto, dude. We're gonna make Ditto.
Here's the issue. That's what every K-pop producer thinks. Let's be
Well,
honest.
we
here.
don't have any options.
We could
They
only
never
go
have
up from
options
here.
either.
We can
What?
only go up from here.
Here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna hear from you guys, our listeners. Go to our Twitter. There will be a poll up. You get to decide how successful this comeback is. Decide. Dependent. The outcomes of that poll on Twitter will influence our next round. How successful this comeback is. If we go broke, we go broke. If we don't, I mean, who knows? We could make money, you know. We probably will. At this,
We started with 50, right? We started with 50.
We started with 50.
Oh my god.
At the beginning
Yeah,
of this
zero.
round, we had $17. And we made $21. It's just, things didn't work out because there was a bullying scandal.
We if the person was found to be bullying, we kicked them out. If they weren't, we defended them. Right? Yes.
Yes.
Staunchly.
It is what it is. I don't know if this is interesting for our listener folks. So if it is, please let me know.
It's interesting for me
It's
to
fun
do this.
for us.
It's fun.
It's fun for you too. I know it is.
What was the other crap you had on the second line here? What was potential stuff that was in?
You know what? No, I'm not showing that to you right now.
Okay.
We will save that for a different time.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm invested.
Because I'm thinking we'll probably do this again at some point, probably sooner than later.
Can someone make this a real game, please? Like,
That'd be so fun.
so much fun.
like Football Manager 2023, 2022,
Yeah, Idol Manager.
Idol Manager
man, it's
2022.
So much fun.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not my fault. You guys decided to release a digital single instead of releasing a comeback.
It was the only option.
We could not
We couldn't
skip,
skip.
dude. We don't want to be a rookie group that has one release in a year.
Hey, here is the first decision you get to make if you skip a comeback.
What?
Investors call you and you
What?
make money
What?
because they give you money in exchange for some of the profit.
What?
And y'all said no to that. So
We didn't
Maybe
know.
we'll get investors next time.
Yeah, we'll get investors next time, dude.
I don't know if this opportunity is gonna happen again.
Whatever, dude.
You could have been on a phone call with Mr. Jay-Z over here. Look at
Nah,
that.
we're waiting for Beyonce, dude.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah, the other options was like off-season activities, some training while you wait.
Ugh.
Yeah. But we're not doing that.
Okay.
Anyways,
Our destiny.
if you want to have a say on how popular the Pepper Girls comeback is going to be, go to the SojuTalk Twitter at SojuTalk. Is that our Twitter tag?
Yeah, it's at SojuTalk.
You go to at SojuTalk.
Twitter.com/SojuTalk.
Twitter.com/SojuTalk and press on the button that you want to vote on. I haven't figured out how the poll's gonna work, but I'm sure I'll figure it out by the time this episode goes up. Okay, cool. Back to you, Doug.
Hey, so that is the end of episode 225. I'm Doug. I'd like to thank Warren and India for joining me this week. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks once we come back and see what happened to the Pepper Girls or Pepper Guys, whatever, the Gochu Guys, whatever we're calling them. We'll cover some fun songs then. We'll see you guys then, everyone. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.